I'm gonna need Skyrim modders to chill for a second. Too much content, too little time to review. I don't even have time to make an intro, so let's go directly into the first mod. One of probably the best texture replacers for armors on the Nexus in recent times are the Retexture series by XavBio. Now, the reason why I haven't really shown off their work yet is because I've been waiting for an all-in-one version, but goddamn, this seems to be endless. I will focus on the most recent today, being the Dragon Priest retexture mod, so you can see what the changes are. As you can see, the texture still really fits vanilla super well, while only slightly changing the colors and the design of it to be more high quality. If anything, if you have as many mods as I do, the vanilla ones look very out of place given their lower quality and washed up colors and everything, and this mod brings the armor sets that often seem forgotten by texture mods to life. I really recommend looking on their Nexus profile at all the available armor retextures and getting those that you want. Or if you're a perfectionist, get them all. With all these combat mods in recent years, why is it that when I block there's still no movement? Now that's unimmersive, and that is one of the most unforgivable sins. These next two mods are absolutely amazing, and they're great for someone who wants to revolutionize Skyrim's combat to a newer modern standard. So Skyrim YouTubers are notorious for having combat synergy videos. Your boy is also guilty of it. But Maxu Block Overhaul is the latest addition to the modern combat standard, adding new blocking animations based on the weapons that you're wielding. I will also have Dynamic Blockhead installed, as it adds animations for each weapon and separates normal attacks and power attacks to play different animations. I will do my best to showcase this mod, but when it comes to showcasing enemy AI in Skyrim, I'm not gonna lie,
sometimes may be good, sometimes may be shit.
Your character will be pushed back whenever blocking an enemy attack, and the distance you're pushed depends on the power of the attack. I've never really been much of a blocker in games until I played Sekiro, and if you're still sleeping on that game, do yourself a favor and play it. But using that or other Souls-like games as modern standards, these two mods will make sure to bring Skyrim one step closer to a next-gen game. We really don't need ES6 at this point. Now I have a question for you. What's better than waking up on Christmas morning and seeing all the presents under the tree? Seeing that JSerpa dropped a new mod, and today that mod is Dremora Lines Overhaul, a mod that adds over 350, holy shit, I read that correctly, new lines and a total of 7 different voices to Dremora characters.
Mortal, what is your bidding?
You know how many voices were in vanilla? Uno. Dremoras will now be interacting with you more as humanoid beings and less as mindless destruction machines. In the lore, they are intelligent creatures, and this mod, with that logic, fixes Skyrim's lore in that sense. In addition to voices, it also changes their face, and whenever you spawn Dremora, it will look and sound different since they are individualistic creatures. This is not Naruto pulling some Kagebunshin no Jutsu shit, alright? Now I don't think this mod actually changes how strong they are, but even in the base game, they're pretty damn strong. They're perfect for eliminating pests like Papa Quill for being a Nazim lover. Damn, you have so many choices of things you can be in your life, and you chose to be a Nazim lover. Now that's a new definition of sad. Going back to the mod, as pretty much any other JSerpa mod, it's amazing, so shout out to the team. So I spent forever building my perfect Whiterun a few months ago when I made that Whiterun overhaul video. But if I knew that a mod like Whiterun has walls would come out, I would have waited. Now I know there are a bunch of other mods that add walls such as Fortified Whiterun, but unfortunately that one is not really compatible with all the other mods that I had for the city. But Whiterun has walls, adds these straight, unbroken walls that give off a Viking feeling. Perfect for Skyrim settings. They're made primarily of stone, but use these really cool wooden pillars for support. While I was proud with my previous setup, I do admit that it's a bit ridiculous for that a massive city like Whiterun that acts as the central economic hub for the province has poopy walls with holes in them. Now that I have this mod, I would like to say that I'm in love once again with this city. Now there's no way that a new 4th Unknown mod came out like a month ago and I've not seen it yet. I mean, where have I been? Oh yeah, I was playing Starfield and Baldur's Gate 3. This year is crazy for gaming. I'm literally doing my best to catch up. But Ancient Argonian Armor is the latest armor mod by yours truly, 4th Unknown. The design reminds me a bit of Aztec or Mayan aesthetic, and it's very suitable for Argonians since they are not very technologically advanced, but they're very powerful, and their reign is extremely impactful in Black March, as they rely on nature over technology. This armor amplifies the features of an Argonian, such as the tail and the back of their heads now having spikes come out, resembling a dragon. One pretty cool detail is that when you're not an Argonian wearing this armor, you won't have the tail that comes with it. Now that's so nice for Argonians to finally have some well-deserved representation, since it really feels like they're the forgotten race of the Elder Scrolls universe. Now that we're on the topic of armors and representation, I give you Dragon and Tiger Emperor armor, a traditional Chinese-inspired set that makes you feel like you're playing games such as Wolong Final Dynasty. This set looks amazing. Having the golden tint along with all these details, it really makes up an armor fit for an emperor. The armor also comes with a matching sword and a polearm, which is just the cherry on the cake. I know he wasn't an emperor in the game, but if you played Wolong, this set really makes me think of Lu Bu. If you're planning to turn Skyrim into an East Asian Souls-like RPG, this would be the armor I would 100% recommend. This next mod is an amazing immersion mod that makes a super subtle change. Diverse Firewood used the base object swapper framework to add over 40 varieties of firewood piles to Skyrim. You remember when Fallout 4 came out and Bethesda advertised that all the panels would be unique?
Our artists concept every button, every blinky light, not just on one terminal, on all of them. Because it's our belief that it's all of these small details coming together that form a much, much larger whole.
Basically, it really makes me think of that. I mean, having the same woodpile is so unimmersive and scary, Sigurd had to run for his life in fear. This is yet another amazing detail that Skyrim doesn't need, but you do, now that you saw this video, and more mods like it. Your game will crash like crazy, and you're welcome for it. You will not regret it, except when you do. And I don't regret making this video. I don't know where I'm going. Mod addiction is a serious issue and it has no cure. All you can do about it is keep feeding that addiction, and you can do that by watching this video until the end and leaving a like. So while we're on the topic of base object swapper mods, let's take a look at Imperial Tents Animated, which will make Imperial Tents, which are made from this soft fabric, look like wind blows through it rather than just looking like a rock solid object. This affects both the smaller and the larger variety of tents in Imperial camps and adds an immersive sense of nature and instability while camping. Now, I've never been camping myself, but this is what I would imagine camping to feel like. I'm assuming you basically feel the breeze going through you like this and you don't shower, and that's exactly why I don't want to go camping. And if you like that effect, you can also get the other versions made by the same author, which are Small Nordic Tent, Large Nordic Tent, Falmer Huts, and Hay-Riven Houses. All quality mods, and look out for new releases as well. I didn't think I would get impressed by a potion replacer mod in 2023, but this year is still full of surprises it seems. I have for you Medieval Potions, an amazing replacer making the potions have a more realistic look and different types of bottle. They look dirty and dangerous to consume, which is what I'm assuming potions would have been like in a fantasy setting. The Magicka potions have this little arcane token, the same pattern you find in the College of Winterhold, which is a really cool detail. And also, depending on their effects, some of them would have labels, and some of them will look like straight up piss. Great, that's how you know they work. And speaking of potions, how about we include a super simple mod made by the genius J Serpa. Let's say you're storming a fort and your favorite follower, which is most definitely not Janassa, she was just the easiest to hire at the time for the purposes of this video, and let's just say that your companion is down. Well, if you ever get stuck in such a pickle, you can now walk up to them and press E to give them a potion of health to heal and keep on fighting. Now by default is the weakest potion that will be given so they don't drain your sweet stash. This is the feature that is present in Starfield, and it's actually one of the welcome ones. The companions might also say something fitting, which is also a very nice detail. If you want to know more info about this mod, please go ahead and watch J Serpa's video on his channel. It is here, and it's glorious! A few months ago, I showcased some mods that add burps and snores and other magical sounds to Skyrim.
Pardon me?
Well, today, we have the long-awaited farts of Skyrim.
Excuse me.
I can hardly breathe.
As the name suggests, NPCs left and right will start tooting all over the place, and other NPCs would also react to the amazing sounds. Not to mention that you can make them happen as often as you want through the MCM.
Sorry.
It's horrible. I can't believe you do that on purpose.
There's plenty more where that came from.
I am happy, nay, I am delighted that such masterpiece has finally come out. After 12 years, I can finally say I am complete. I am satisfied. Time to quit YouTube. Just kidding, I'm not actually quitting, except if you don't like this video. Like now, go ahead and like it. If you've been searching for new mods on the Nexus, you might also have noticed that there are some really cool texture mods that came out recently. So let's take an extra minute to just look at some of them. Probably a new must-have into my mod list, and a mod that will stay here for a long while, is Skyland Windows, the latest update in the Skyland series, adding some really cool textures and designs to many windows in Skyrim. You can really see the difference on the Bard's College, for example, that now looks so much fancier because it has new shiny colorful windows. Then we have JS Unique Utopia SE rings, a mod that gives unique retextures to I think most of uniquely named rings in the game. They are very small, but the details are crazy if you really zoom in. Now if you're a sucker for rings, you're welcome. Ogma Infinium, a Kanja's retexture that now comes with this really cool green light, making it obvious that its former owner was Hermaeus Mora. That crazy alien bitch boy really likes green, doesn't he? Now while this is very specific to one item you can literally use only once in the game, it makes a big difference. Just look how good it looks now, and look how pixelated vanilla is. And finally we got Bee and Honey that brings bee related items to a next gen standard. And with all these mods brought to your front door, I would like to take a moment to mention a few things. First of all, I'd like to give a huge shout out to Mern for hosting the first Skyrim Guild Mod Jam, and congrats to Jay Serpa for winning Best Mod with the Theme of Death. I don't know if you noticed, but a lot of mods from my last Pod New Mods video were submissions for the contest, and I took part in the panel of judges who voted the winners. So thank you to the team and thank you to Mern for including me as well, and I'm open to more collaborations as well. You know your boy, I'm friendly, little cringe, but friendly. Another group of people that I really like to thank are my patrons that continue to support more and more content here. Your name can also appear at the end of my videos, and you can also be roasted to bits if you decide on the Nazim Lover tier. You'll also unlock longer versions of my videos with bloopers and deleted scenes, so the link is in the description. Other than that, that's it. Just click away. For once, can you please just click on a video? Just leave me alone. That was a bit harsh. Sorry for that. Okay, just leave me alone now.